Alright guys, what's going down, man? This is your boy, DJ Just J with Just Dimes ENT, and I am your humble host of
30 Hertz, straight up.
the Soto, you dig. What's going down, guys? I hope you guys are having a great day today. Today is Wednesday, June 6th of 2018. We're going to get it in today. We have another powerful story for you guys. As always, I definitely appreciate your support. I have to look into the camera and tell you guys that I appreciate your support big time. One of the ways that you guys can show support is a very free and easy way to show support, and that is to hit the thumbs up. You hit that thumbs up, it'll let more people know that we are live. It'll bring more people to the show. The second way that you can do that is you guys can hit that share button down there at the bottom also. Share it with somebody. Not everybody has the financial means to be able to contribute in a monetary form, but maybe you can share it with somebody that does. So the more people that come into the show will help us out quite a bit. Also, you guys, if you do have the means to be able to do so, if you want to show some love in a monetary form for the show, you can hit that PayPal, which is paypal.me/DJJustJOK. Or if you want to show some long-term support, you can also hit the Patreon link, which is right over here, which is patreon.me/DJJustJOK. You can also send us stories at thesotoyoudig@gmail.com. We appreciate any and every bit of support that we get. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the shout outs to the show. Everybody that's in the chat, we're going to give you a shout out. Then we're going to move into the music section of the show, and then we're going to start the show. We're going to do that right away so we don't waste any time. Now, what I'm going to do here is pretty quick. I'm going to show you guys a video. Oh, yeah, no problem, Black Poison. Like I said, man, sometimes I just think we need to give people that haven't been here a chance, man, to just hear you guys out. I don't think y'all mean any disrespect. So I try to make sure and think about that before me or my people respond. So, bro, I'll definitely try to speed up because, like I said, sometimes I watch shows and I'm like, they're not getting to it quick enough. So I feel you on that. So here we go. What happened was there was a story that was put out recently where there was a young 13-year-old boy, and his name is, I think, Xavion Parker, age 13 years old. And what it was he was supposed to be coming home from school, and supposedly he was kidnapped by some white folks, and they referred to them as the supremacist type of folks. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I had to kind of alter the title a little bit so you guys can kind of read through that. So I'm trying to get through some of the flagging that's been going on over here. So we'll continue to try to fix that. But Xavion right here said that he was kidnapped, he was beat up, his shoes were stolen and all of that stuff, and he blamed it on some white folks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you guys the original news story, and then I'm going to give you guys some background about what actually happened, okay? So before I actually show this news story, what I have to do is I have to give you, and that's his mama, by the way. That is Xavier's mama. So imagine how good this story is going to get, man. We got about, how many people we got watching? We got about 130 people watching. Not too bad. Y'all hit that thumbs up for me if you would, please. That'll bring more people into the show. This is the fair usage warning before I play the video to make sure that we are good and legal. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. All right, thank you very much, Just J. You're very welcome. So let me go ahead and get this first video up here. Let me make sure this is the right one. Actually, good. Now I have the right one up. Here's the original news story, guys.
Moosh says that she was driving down Wayside when she saw Xavion Parker running down this exact sidewalk. She says when she stopped to ask if he was okay, he was too shocked and too shaken up to speak. But when he finally did, it blew her mind.
His face was puffed up. You know, he had scratches. His shirt was ripped. He had no shoes on. He was like drenched, like sweating, crying.
Houston Police Department responded to reports of a missing child Monday after Xavion Parker never showed up after school. He was found a couple of hours later, but what he says happened to him has his family shaken up. As he was walking home from the bus stop, Parker says a red truck pulled up and several young men grabbed him and pulled him inside, all while the adult driver cheered them on. From there, he says he was taken to an abandoned property not too far away, full of guns and torture items. He was allegedly assaulted and punched, and his phone, shoes, and jacket were taken. While the group was in the other room, he managed to make it out and take off as fast as he could. That's when driver Camisea Carmouche saw him running down Wayside near Loxley and stopped to ask if he was okay. She called police and eventually got him back to his mom safely, but Michelle Lee says she won't feel peace until the suspects are caught. HPD says the driving suspect is described as a white man with a heavy build, straight reddish-orange hair, and tattoos on his arm, one of which is a racial slur.
He said the reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. Exactly his words. And he said the dad had like a white muscle shirt on, and you could see, he said it was right here, big as day. I hate black people.
Carmouche and other neighbors believe something indeed did happen to Parker. She says he was very detailed and clearly traumatized.
How you explain how he looked? How you explain the text messages? The mom got the text messages. I read them. We gonna hang him. You gonna find him in the morning. You gonna see him. But all that kind of stuff, like, come on, I saw it. So I know it's real.
In East Houston, Erica Simon, 13, Eyewitness News.
Before I say anything about any of that, we're gonna, you guys take your pens. That's gonna be our thing here now. Take your pen, put a pin in that. We'll come back to it. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys the actual story about what actually happened, and then we're going to go from there. If I can get this thing to go from there, I don't know what the hell is going on today. All right. Let me see if I can get this back up here. Partially. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the story and what actually happened in Houston, which is what we're actually bringing the news for today, is Houston police say there is no evidence. Updating news. There is no evidence to support that the claims made by a teenager that white supremacists abducted him, injured him, and threatened him. No evidence. We first brought you this story last month when 13-year-old Xavion Parker claimed that he was grabbed by an adult and 4 young men after stepping off of that school bus that you see right there. Xavion alleges he was robbed and beaten, all because of his race. He was also said that he was held at a property at gunpoint until he was able to escape. Michelle Lee, who is his mother, the one that had that wild blonde weave, you'll see her pop up here in a minute, told Eyewitness News, not her, the other person, the big, huge lady, told Eyewitness News, excuse me, that her son managed to escape the gun-wielding kidnappers. They quote, "The reason why they got him was because they said he was black. You deserve to die." Exactly his words. Lee, right there, that's his mama. Lee told ABC 13 back in May, saying the dad had like a white muscle shirt on, and you can see it right there, big as day, "I hate black people" on his arm, which is what she's pointing to right now. But after thorough investigation, the Houston Police Department now says that the events as described did not occur, and that the property Parker described had nothing to do with any crime. Investigators had met with both the child's mother and community activists. They told them their findings. We reached Lee on the phone Monday, but she did not want to comment. So Houston Police Department says they will not be filing charges against anyone involved in what was essentially a false report. I'm gonna give you guys that one part again. The Houston Police Department says they will not be filing charges against anyone, including the lying-ass mother, including the lying-ass son, who's trying to put this out as a hate crime, who was intentionally trying to ruin someone's life or someone's reputation, or in general trying to make white folks look bad. No one involved in essentially what was considered to be a false report. So on Eyewitness News at 6 p.m., you'll hear from a longtime resident of the street where Parker said he was abducted and why he never actually believed his story. So what the Houston police said on Twitter, which is @HoustonPolice, We want to update the community on a case that was received widespread attention in the news media and on social media. So on May 14th, a 13-year-old African-American boy reported that he had been abducted in Northeast Houston by white supremacists. Houston police had thoroughly investigated the case, and evidence obtained shows the incident as described did not occur, which is what the video that you're looking at right there. So we're going to actually listen to that. They met with the family and community leaders and showed them why we believe this to be the case. For the community at large, there is absolutely no reason to believe that there is a group of white supremacists abducting children in this area. And you got to hear what the mom says on this. The owners of the property in question have no involvement in this case, and we have identified the owner of the red pickup truck that was circulated on social media. As being the possible suspect vehicle. We've determined the owner also has no involvement in this case. There are no charges in this incident, nor are there any expected at this time. So they'd like to thank everyone. So they would like to thank everyone for their continued interest in this case and always encourage the public to call the police whenever they believe a crime may have been committed. But this is the cold part about it. This is going to be my little bit of commentary on this. You don't call the police unless someone is bleeding or dying, unless something has seriously actually happened. But what you see here, this is a case of the mom lying and the little boy lying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and show you guys the other two news stories that came out, so that way that you guys can get proper context about what's actually going on, all right? So let me go ahead and move on to the next video. If you don't mind, give me just a moment. Let me get this pulled up for you. So here we go. This is video number 2.
Eyewitness News has learned that there is no evidence to support the claims made by a teenager that white supremacists abducted him, injured him, and threatened him.
Anthony Cantor said there have been all types of GoFundMes. Are you kidding me? I did not know that. If any of my moderators can grab a hold of that GoFundMe, please send it to me. Oh, I would love to see that. Either send it to me, email it to me, post it in the chat, or tell one of the mods, communicate with one of the mods and see if you guys can get that link for me, okay? Let me rewind this back a little bit.
Eyewitness News has learned that there is no evidence to support the claims made by a teenager that white supremacists abducted him, injured him, and threatened him. 14-year-old Xavion Parker claimed in May that he was abducted in Northeast Houston after getting off a bus and that he was held at a property at gunpoint until he was able to escape. But HPD says after a thorough investigation, the evidence obtained shows the incident as described did not happen. Investigators have met with both the child's mother and with community activists and have relayed that information. Eyewitness News reached out to the child's mother, Michelle Lee, who said she was on her way to work and did not have time for an interview. When asked if she'd like to make a comment about the police department's findings, she said no comment.
Wow. But you guys will notice
Eyewitness News has learned that there is no...
Hold on. I don't know why it likes to do that. But what you guys will notice, hold on, I'm going to get you guys the name. The first name is right there, 13-year-old Xavion Parker. Let me see if I can get you guys the mother's name real quick because I had, oh yeah, right here. Michelle Lee. So if you guys can look it up underneath that information, there you go. So whoever is able to bring me back that information, that'd be dope. Also, man, don't forget, guys, make sure that if you guys want to send any donations through, I'd be more than appreciative, and I'll read those off as they come through. So far, we've gotten 2 that came in. So if you guys want to contribute to the show and what we do here, makes what we do here a hell of a lot easier. Send your boys some love. That'd be dope. All right. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next video. But I thought it was kind of interesting, the fact that the mom had a whole lot to say when this incident happened. But now that she found out or they called them out to be liars, now she ain't got nothing to say. I think that's a little bit weird. But here we go. Next video.
Yeah, Eric, police told me this afternoon that abduction and alleged assault never happened, and they were adamant about the fact that there are no white supremacists kidnapping children in Northeast Houston. The story was horrible. A young teenage boy claiming he stepped off of a school bus and was abducted. An adult and 4 young men grabbed him, robbed him, beat him, all because of his race. This was his mother in the hours after Xavion Parker said he managed to escape the gun-wielding kidnappers.
The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. Exactly his words. And he said the dad had like a white muscle shirt on, and you could see, he said it was right here, big as day. I hate black people.
But after a thorough investigation, HPD now says the events as described did not occur. That the property Parker described as having been taken to had nothing to do with any crime. Investigators have met with both the child's mother and community activists. They told them their findings. When we reached the mother on the phone today, she did not want to comment. Again, police say that this did not happen. They also tell us that they're not going to be filing any charges against Parker or his mother or anyone associated with this case. They still urge people to come forward with crimes when they see them happen. Coming up at 6, you'll hear from a neighbor who lives on the street where Parker says that abduction happened, where he was taken and held hostage. That neighbor says he never believed the story was true. You'll hear that at 6. Reporting live from Northeast Houston, Tom Abrams, 13 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tom Abrams. Now what we're going to do, now that we've already watched the story, everybody that wants us to kind of move through this thing quickly, that's basically the end of the story. The rest of this is going to be me reiterating what happened, pointing out some things, and giving my commentary. So everybody understands that. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replay this last one, then I'm going to actually show you guys the actual police interview that they interviewed with this little boy. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Who was that said that? Cortez? Yeah, we about to get on the mama real heavy here, real quick. 174 people watching. If y'all would, somebody let me know how many thumbs up do we have compared to how many people are watching, because I need that number to match up if y'all would, please. Okay? Let me know where we're at with that. Here we go.
Yeah, Eric, police told me this afternoon that abduction and alleged assault never happened, and they were adamant about the fact that there are no white supremacists kidnapping children in Northeast Houston.
And the reason why that part is important, why they are adamant, because, number one, they continue to keep putting white men in the media as these villains, as these hateful, racist people, which they are not. There are such a very, very tiny, small number of people that may or may not like black folks. But I'm telling you, this is not making it. This is not making it any better. This is making it worse. 66. No, it's you might have to refresh, Teddy. It's a bit higher than that, because I think it's showing we got 174 watching right now. So if we only have 113 likes, then we got to get up a few more likes if y'all would, please. So it's a little bit higher than that. Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you, Athena's World. I appreciate that. And like I said, guys, don't block, don't time out anybody, man. Let people speak on their what they say, their truth, speak their truth. So yeah, man, don't trip, man. Let people say what they got to say in the chat. So here we go. This is the thing. The reason why they are specifically saying this is not happening, because the more that black people continue to put this narrative out there and the more that the media keeps eating it up, the media is trying to create this big ass race war that we don't want. We don't want this. So we have to continue to shut down these mothers, these kids, these men, anybody that's going out here trying to race bait and make it seem like white people are these evil people, when they do more, that, especially this generation of white folks, does more for black people than they ever have. Supported them more than they ever have. You better ask some of these rappers out here where they getting some of their record and album sales from, the people that are supporting the media, the people that are supporting us here on YouTube, all of this stuff. We are not doing this on our own. We are not getting the things that we're getting on our own. We are not hiring us. We ain't owning businesses. You understand? This is not a game that you want to play because we're going to lose. Tupac said, you don't want to go to war until you got your money right. And guess what? Black people have a lot of spending power and we still ain't got our money right because you have to have a plan for your money. And if we ain't got a plan for how we're going to hire ourselves, how we're going to feed ourselves, how we're going to clothe ourselves, manufacture for ourselves, trade for ourselves, or anything like that, then we need to chill the hell out on white folks. Seriously. Calm that shit down. Calm it down. There are so many good people out there that have great intentions. We all mess up. That you could even translate that to worldwide if you guys know of other situations that you deal with in your own cities and your own countries and wherever you're from. Okay? So they're going to be very adamant, and they're doing this for a reason. Because number one, they don't want to be continued to be villainized when they didn't do nothing wrong. Because guess what? When white people do something wrong, a lot of them are the first ones to jump out there and say, hey man, you did wrong, man. A lot of them come out and they criticize and they hold each other accountable. And that's what we need to start doing in the black community. People ask me all the time, how come you don't do stories on white people in other communities? The reason why is because I think there needs to be a focus on us getting better, and I don't want other people having to call us out, so I'm going to call us out. Shout out to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to Soto Nation. That's what we do. Let's keep going.
The story was horrible. A young teenage boy claiming he stepped off of a school bus and was abducted. An adult and 4 young men grabbed him, robbed him, beat him, all because of his race.
First of all, why, if this little boy is 13 years old, does it take 5 people to grab him? What are they going to rob him for? Unless he's got on a pair of shoes that are worth $500, which I guess that's possible. What kind of money does he have in his pocket? Is he a drug dealer? Is mama balling out of control? Because that don't look like a neighborhood that they're an affluent community. It just doesn't. So what are they robbing him for? What are they targeting him for? For what reason? Just because we hate black people? I would expect them to maybe do this to an affluent black man. You know, maybe in his 20s or 30s or 40s or something like that. But to a 13-year-old boy, for what? Just throwing it out there. Like, what would they kidnap him for?
This was his mother.
Anthony said for lunch money. That's my point, bro. Come on. Now look at this. Oh my God. Thank you for this being the next image on the damn screen. Can we address this right here? Can we address this right here? And I'm going to tell you guys something. It can't be a damn coincidence, and it can't be a sliver if every single day of the week, I could probably, me personally, I could probably do at least 5 of these stories a day on our sisters. And I actually got one more story lined up right after this. Is Tommy Sotomayor wrong when every single time we turn around that there are issues with single black mothers raising these little boys by themselves and shit always keeps going wrong? Could he possibly be wrong? It just so happens they happen to have weave. They happen to have, like, look at her eyelashes. Like, those don't even look like eyelashes. They look like brooms. Like she need to be sweeping the floor with them goddamn things. Like they're literally sitting on her eyes like this. Am I lying? Am I lying? She's got this. And another thing, I don't know if y'all can tell this from the screen. She's got on so much makeup. She has literally changed her complexion on her skin so that she looks lighter. So is Tommy right about that? She wanted to look lighter. She put on this gold lipstick. She put on these big, huge broom, you know, evil wicked witch of the West broomstick eyelashes. Cut her eyebrows off and drew some new ones on. I don't know what's wrong with women that do that crap. I don't know. Drew some new eyebrows on. Got this ridiculous weave glued, super glued, tacky glued, gorilla glued down to her freaking head to come out to do a news interview and was quick to try to call out these white men and say, yeah, they did this and they did that to my son. And if it really happened, I'm going to point out something to you. That's why I love my brother Tommy. I want y'all to notice if she really gives a damn about her kid, why does she show no emotion? Why does his mom, and her name is Michelle Lee, why does she show no emotion while telling this story? I'm going to play this for you so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about.
In the hours after Xavion Parker said he managed to escape the gun-wielding kidnappers.
The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die.
Y'all don't see a problem with that? I'm going to back it up for you again, and I'm going to let y'all watch this again. Because these are the little key points that you have to pay attention to in the media, or you're going to miss the whole boat. You're going to miss the whole message. Watch again.
The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die.
She said that with little to no effort at all. I'm assuming that this woman probably coached this boy or set this thing up. And especially if y'all can find that GoFundMe, I don't know if it's still up or not. Find it for me if y'all would and email it to me. Because if they put up a GoFundMe, then what that means is that they probably set this up. This probably wasn't real from the jump. They was probably looking to try to create this fake news story and probably had, and it was somebody said it earlier. I've been looking into it and I don't see any GoFundMes for Xavion or his mother. It could have been taken down also, Cole, so I don't know. Yeah, Sunset said exactly what I thought. I thought it was staged. Yep. Zero emotions. I thought it was staged too. Yep. Everybody that's in there, we got about 204 people watching. Hit the thumbs up for me, please. I want to know out of the 205 people watching, how many people think that this was staged? This is Houston, Texas. How many people think this was staged? If you think it was staged, then all you have to do is in the chat at the bottom, type in the word stage, hit enter, send it. I want to see what you guys think. I want to see how many people think this is bullshit.
Parker said he managed to escape.
Exactly his words, saying he said the dad had like a white muscle shirt on, and you could see, he said it was right here, big as day. I hate black people.
Parker beat him all in the hours after Xavion Parker said he managed to escape the gun-wielding kidnappers.
The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. Got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die.
She says that with no effort.
The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die. The reason why they got him because they said he was black. You deserve to die.
Does she look even bothered by that? Does she even look troubled by that? I'm going to move on. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but she don't even look bothered by that. Hashtag, where's the father? Where is the father? And I still got one more video to show you right after this, which is the actual interview. That's what I want people to see. You are not going to see a father in any of these videos, nor talked about, nor inquired about, nothing. They don't even ask, well, where was his dad? Nobody asks questions. Damn near everybody en masse in the chat is saying staged. Wow, that's incredible. Damn near everybody in the chat, even Black Poison said, he said staged and made up to start a race war. I actually believe what Black Poison said. I think it's actually to start a race war. Let's keep going.
Exactly his words, saying he said the dad had like a white muscle shirt on, and you could see, he said it was right here, big as day. I hate black people.
But after a thorough investigation, HPD now says the events as described did not occur. That the property Parker described in HPD.
Now, that right there is the actual interview. So what I'm going to do is here, as soon as this is over, I'm going to show you guys that video interview of them interviewing this little badass boy.
Now says the events as described did not occur. That the property Parker described as having been taken to had nothing to do with any crime. Investigators have met with both the child's mother and community activists. They
met with who? Hold on. Who did he meet with?
The child's mother and community activists.
Who? They met with who?
Met with both the child's mother and community activists. Met with both the child's mother and community activists. Met with both the child's mother and community activists. Met with both the child's mother and community activists. Met with both the child's mother and community activists.
Met with the child's mother and community activists. What the hell kind of stuff is that? Met with the child's mother and community activists? Who are community activists? What? Mother, father. No, not mother, father. You hear about mother, community activists. So the community activists are taking the place of fathers? Like, are you kidding me? A bit lost with that one.
They told them their findings. When we reached the mother on the phone today, she did not want to comment.
Y'all hear that? Now, how is it that she had so much to say and wanted to get in front of the camera and wanted to look cute and put on her little whore makeup with a gold lipstick and cake all the makeup on and put her little Wicked Witch of the West eyebrows on, broomstick eyebrows, and then cut her eyebrows off, draw some new ones on, glue this big nasty looking stinky corn chip weave on her head, and then do an interview? But then when they say, ma'am, it wasn't true, do you have anything to say? No comment. Y'all don't find that weird? Y'all don't find that out of place? 221 people watching, that's dope. Hit that thumbs up for me, guys.
Again, police say that this did not happen. They also tell us that they're not going to be filing any charges against Parker or his mother or anyone associated with this case. They still are.
Exactly, true. True car. He said hashtag not my queen. That's a play on the hashtag that they had, not my president. I like that one better. Hashtag not my queen. Not my queen. I'm not supporting that.
Urge people to come forward with crimes when they see them happen. Coming up at 6, you'll hear from a neighbor who lives on the street where.
And I think that's cold. They sit there and say, we still encourage people to come forth if something happens. Well, why don't you encourage people to tell the damn truth? How about that? But anyway, here's the actual interview, and I'm hoping that this shows up good enough. I'm going to leave it the way it is, but I'm going to turn the volume up so you guys can hear it, okay? So I'm going to turn me down, and I'm going to turn this up. So here we go. This is them, the police interviewing the boy. Set him out there on the chair. I want you guys to let me know if y'all ever see his father out there. Because he's dark-skinned, his mother is brown-skinned, so that means he should have roughly a father about the same skin tone as me, maybe. But I don't know that I see him out there. But y'all let me know.
Okay. We just moved over here, so I really don't know. A little bit better now?
Is he? He told
Where is it hurt? I mean, what he told me was it was this white man that was racist.
Oh my God, are
He had a
you
racist
serious?
tattoo that he don't like black people.
And he took them. Oh
And
my
they said they was going
God,
to kill him and everything.
are you serious?
Just there?
On my way home, and I just saw this little boy running. I'm about to start crying. Like, I saw this little boy running. His mom's been looking for him. He got abducted by some racist white people. And they been calling his mom all day saying that they was going to kill him and hang him or whatever. And I just thank God I was there. I saw him. I just thank God that I saw him. I cannot believe this. She say she been looking for him since the bus. He said some white people grabbed him and put him in the car and took him out the car. He was getting out. He was getting off the bus. And I don't want to pick him up. He was running down Wayside. He was running. He was trying to make it here, I guess. He didn't want to talk to me at first, but, I guess he was shooken up. But, yeah, I told him I had kids, and I let him call his mom, and I stayed on the phone with his mama until we got here. He was running by the time I got to him, he couldn't even, talk.
Okay.
Apparently this thing is just going to keep playing. I thought I turned off the automatic replay, but it's okay. What we're going to do is we are going to break this down, and then we're going to get the hell up out of here, and we're going to start our next story, right? So, again, let me give a shout out to the couple people that sent a donation through, because I don't know if they heard me read their donation, and that is Rosa Soto, who I think is in the chat, so shout out to Rosa, and also to... Let me see. Also to Dan on Fire. Actually, wait a minute. We got one more, actually, that just came through. Man, shout out to my brother Jerry Britton in the building. Jerry is definitely one of my favorite people. And my brother Jerry, man, he said, just got the notification. Keep up the great content. We all need to hear this. So shout out to Britton International Corporation, my brother Jerry Britton in the damn building, always coming through. I'm going to tell you guys, man, it'd be dope. Like if we have 217 people watching, if everybody would just contribute $1 4 quarters, it would carry over tremendously if maybe each show or every other show, if people would contribute that. But what we have happening is people like my brother Jerry and a couple other folks will donate to us in excess, and it is absolutely incredible. So I got to say thank you to him again. But just to get that kind of support from a small group of people is dope. And all I can do is, like I say, I don't want to, make anybody feel uncomfortable or make anybody, do anything that they don't want to do. But all I can do is say thank you for the people that find it in their heart to contribute to the show and continue to support us here. And I want to continue to keep trying to make sure and earn whatever it is that you guys want to send me. So again, thank you to my brother Jerry for that big time. Also, shout out to my brother Jimmy D. Let me see if Jimmy D sent me a message. He just sent one through. And he said, love and support from Jimmy D. So Jimmy D, shout out to you, man. Here we go, guys. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this particular interview, and then we're going to get up out of here. So here we go. I'm going to break this down for you guys. What's up, Guiltless? And everybody else that I missed in the chat, what up? Now, what she's doing is she's actually recording. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. First of all, whenever a child has gone through something traumatic, from a parent's perspective, unless you are recording their statement for evidence, what you should not do, and we're talking about good parenting, because the woman holding the camera is a parent. So I'm going to correct her. As a good parent, sweetheart, you do not record children unless you are recording a statement from a child. Outside of that, if they have been through something traumatic, don't just sit there and be on this attention whore thing and sit there and put somebody on camera and on live. That's wrong. You don't do that. You don't do that to children. Don't do that stuff. Now, granted, this little boy lied, but what we got to figure out is who is the one that convinced him to lie. Did he do it on his own, or was it his mom that actually told him to make up this lie? And it just so happens that they were trying to stick together GoFundMes. Afro said, I couldn't believe when I heard it. You know what? Nothing surprises me anymore. It really don't. It really doesn't. I'm not surprised. And what's up, Sizing Up? Nothing surprises me anymore. But I'm just throwing that out there. If a child is in a situation, yeah, you could have embarrassed him or anything. So I don't know that I can blame this on this kid. Did he lie? Did his mom put him up to this? I don't know. But I don't put it past any person that is living in conditions like what it looks like they living in. I don't put it past anybody to try to come up on a quick hustle, especially when you try to throw white people under the bus in order for your personal gratification and to try to build yourself up into a charity case. Okay, here we go.
Okay. How you feeling? A little bit better now?
Is he? He told
Where
you.
is it hurt?
And I'm going to point something out. Instead of her recording him, who did she turn the camera on? What was the point? What's the point of recording her and her face and her weave and her Wicked Witch of the North eyelashes with the broomstick, with the broom hanging out from over her eyeballs? and having her eyebrows drawn on with all that makeup on that she has on with her freaking blonde weave on. What's the point? Tattoos across her chest like Tommy talks about, right? What is the point of her turning the camera on herself? Really? Really? Oh my God. Yeah, girl, oh my God, he was running. And I'm just so happy I was out here. And I saw him. Girl, I saw him running. If that meant for me, girl. Yeah, girl, if it hadn't been for me picking him up.
I mean, what he told me was it was this white man that was racist.
Oh my God, are you
Had a
serious?
racist tattoo.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You serious? Oh my God.
He don't like black people.
And he took them. Oh
And
my
they said they was
God.
going to kill him and everything.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Are you serious in the camera right now? That's making me mad. Oh, man. Are you serious right now? What is your name? So I can call you out right now. Oh, my God, man. Shout out to my brother Jason Gunn said, one for me and for 4 of my friends, they know who they are. So he took the $1 challenge and took it for 5 people. Shout out to my brother Jason Gunn in the chat. Let me give a shout out to great show, Jays. Keep it up. Peace, Soto Nation. Shout out to Amber W in the building. Thank you so much. And also from Domino, who took the $1 challenge. That's dope. Thank you very much. Also, wait a minute. We got a couple more dollar donations from thanks for what you do from Barbara. Barbara is in the chat. Thank you, Barbara. I'll send your name in there. Thank you very much. Also to my brother Anthony Cantor said one spot for me and another one for someone that can't. Anthony, that's dope. That's dope. Took the $1 challenge and the $1 challenge for somebody else. That's freaking dope. Thank you so much for that. That's pretty cool, man. Now let's get back to the video. Oh my God, girl. Oh my God. Keep going.
On my way home, and I just saw this little boy running. I'm about to start crying. Like, I saw this little boy running. His mom's been looking for him. He got abducted by some racist white people.
How the hell do you know that? Ain't nobody been arrested. They have no suspects. None of this stuff. A little boy tells you something and you are just going to get on live because you know that you're going to get attention behind this and put this out as the narrative in the story with no evidence. Number one, when kids tell you, how many parents out there? Y'all say something. Shout yourselves out. Where my parents at in the chat? Say something in the chat. How many of you guys, if your kids tell you something, take it with a grain of salt? How many good parents do we have out there? Hello. We getting ready to wrap this up. As I got another news story I need to bring you guys. How many good parents out there that are raising children between the ages of when they can talk all the way up until adulthood and maybe beyond? How many good parents out there, when your children tell you something, you take it with a grain of salt until you can verify what the hell they talking about? You don't just tell me somebody abducted me, somebody raped me, somebody did this, somebody did that. You know what daddy's going to do? Daddy's going to come down there and daddy's going to find wherever it was, whoever it was, however it was. And we're going to get down to the nitty gritty and we're going to find out if this was real, if it wasn't real. And if it wasn't real, I'm going to get up in my kids behind. If it was real, then the person that did it to you, then we're going to get you. That's the way that works. That's why fathers are important. That's why you don't need just a bunch of women raising children. Sorry, it don't work. I just had a great debate with my friend the other day, and I was trying to point out why fathers are important, and they're trying to tell me something on the contrary by saying, well, look at all the good examples that you have of mothers raising children. It's not impossible. Well, this is the thing. Just Jay never said it was impossible. Just Jay said it shouldn't be happening, and it makes it a hell of a lot more difficult to raise a balanced child with only one side of their DNA. That's all I said. It makes it a hell of a lot more difficult to raise a balanced child, mind, body, spirit, financially, if you only have one person of the two that created that being and bringing them into this world. It makes it a hell of a lot more difficult for them to be balanced, the yin and the yang, the push and the pull. Holla if you hear me. Let's keep going.
And they been calling his mom all day saying that they was going to kill him and hang him or whatever. And I just thank God I was there.
I thank God. Thank God I was there. Oh, I thank God I was there. It reminds me of that Ricky Smiley thing. Y'all have some milk. I'm about to get out of here. I swear I am. Y'all have some milk.
I saw him. I just thank God that I saw him. I cannot believe this. She says she been looking for him since the bus. He said some white people grabbed him and put him in the car and took him out the car. He was getting out. He was getting off the bus, and I don't want to pick him up.
So if she saw him running away from the house, how did she also see him getting off the bus and didn't see that he got snatched up by 5 men? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Let's keep going. Shout out to my brother Pete the Pirate, who also took the $1 challenge. That is dope. Says $1 make you holla. Holla for $1. Shout out to Pete the MF and Pirate in the building. Shout out to Pete. Thank you.
He was running down Wayside. He was running. He was trying to make it here, I guess. He didn't want to talk to me at first, but, I guess he was shooken up. But
and it's not shooken up. It's shaken up. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I think it's shaken up, not shooken up. He was shaken up.
I guess he was shooken up, but I told him I had kids, and I let him call his mom. And
she got kids. Ain't got no wedding ring. Ain't got no husband. But she got kids. I'm telling you guys.
I stayed on the phone with his mama until we got here. He was running. By the time I got to him, he couldn't even, talk.
Until he got here. But look, man, we're going to go ahead and end it just like that, man. So shout out to you guys that came through. Definitely appreciate you guys. Now, I think everybody in the chat agreed that we think that this was a setup, that this was staged. I definitely believe that it was staged, but we're going to continue to call out bad parenting. We're going to continue to be advocates for children. We don't want anything to happen to children. Never, never, never. So whenever you have these situations, what we have to do is we have to look at them with a critical eye. We have to criticize everybody and every party that's involved in these stories. Because the thing is what we have to do is we have to get down to two things: the truth and the logic. The truth and the logic. The truth and the logic. If you raise good boys, you get good men. If you raise good girls, you get good women. But you have to have balance. The yin, the yang, mother, father. Fix the foundation, you fix the family, you fix the problem. Fix the foundation, fix the family, you fix the problem. We have to fix the families in the black community. The sooner that we fix the families and we believe in procreating with the ones that we are married to, with the ones that we are going to be with, when those children see us together, unless we are not going to be together. If you're not sure, don't bring the children into this world. Don't do actions that bring children into this world. It's not that serious. Nobody is forcing us to have sex and procreate irresponsibly. All right? So again, man, I'd like to thank you guys for coming through and watching the damn show. Y'all make sure to click that like button on the way out. I'd like to thank the people that are watching the show for the first time. If I did you guys some justice, y'all let me know in the comment section, because I will read your comments. Also, shout out to, we had a couple more people send donations. Let me read those real quick, because you guys have been amazing. I got to give another shout out. Let me give another shout out to my guy, Jerry Britton, man, because Jerry, man, be carrying that load, man. So shout out to Jerry, man. Brother, that's dope, man. I hope you're having safe travels, man. So thank you so much. Shout out to the Britain International Corporation. Let me see. Another one that came through was from, hey Jay, just a little something. Just a little something. Didn't they say that he was beat up? So where is his bruises? I love it when you guys ask questions. I love it when you guys ask questions. So shout out to Yvonne Y. So thank you very much for the donation, and thank you for asking questions. Very, very important. And last but not least, there's one more that came through. Let me see. There we go. Just showing support. Cynthia, are you in the building? I'm gonna wait for a moment to see if I can find Cynthia. Let me see if I can find her. Cynthia, if you're watching the show, say something in the chat for me. If you would. I don't see her name in here. See if I can find it again. Cynthia, if you get a chance, scroll down at the bottom or bring up your chat and say like hi in the chat or something like that, so that way I can make sure and show you some love. Or I think I might be able to do it by way of your email address. I have to see if I can figure that out. But big time shout out to Cynthia P. Thank you so much. Shout out again to my brother Jerry Britton. Man, just be showing out, showing so much love. Shout out to Yvonne Y. Shout out to Pete the Pirate. Shout out to Jimmy D. Let me make sure I can read that name. Shout out to my brother Jason Gunn. Shout out to, let me make sure I can say the name, to Amber W. Shout out to Barbara, who's also in the chat. Let me see, did I miss it? Yeah, I'll come back and do another show, Erica. Absolutely. There we go. Got you. Hold on. Now I have a moderator wrench, and what I do is to make sure and give you that. That is a symbol and a token of my appreciation. So thank you so much. I want to say thank you, Cynthia, so much, man. That is a tremendous help, and it is tremendous love, and I can't express to you guys enough. And I'm gonna make sure and send you. I need to get back on my emails. I'll make sure and send you guys a big nice email and a thank you email. So thank you guys so much, and I'll send you guys all the music. Also, thank you to my brother Anthony Cantor, Jimmy D, my brother Ted on Fire, Rosa Soto, and everybody that was on the last show. Kevin, let me see, Island Girl, E-Goose is me, Barbara again, Mark, Chris B, my brother from Oklahoma City, Antoine C, let me see, LME Enterprise, Internet Enterprise, let me see, let me make sure I can say the name. DGEPB, I'm glad I looked first. Yvonne Y, also from the last show, and Shanette K. So thank you guys so much. Yes, guys, I will bring you. Let me see, Susan P. What's the topic, Susan? You can actually watch it on the replay, but maybe you couldn't read it just because I had to type it a little different. But it's this is a story about a young man that says he was abducted and he actually wasn't. Also, shout out to Jay McLovin in the chat. Jay McLovin, man, is over there doing some homework and working it out, man. So shout out to Jay McLovin. Guys, we is about to get up out of here. So now I'm saying, now I'm talking about shout out to Houston. Now